Rebirth. The rebirth is a nature process that the ego goes through. And for those who don't know, what the ego does is the ego lives for 70 years. At the 40-year mark, the ego loses the sharpness of its beak, the feathers aren't as good, and its talons are weak. So it has a choice. The choice is to die, keep doing what you're doing, living the way you are, or isolate yourself way up in the mountains, smash your beak against a rock till it breaks, wait till it grows back, then pluck your talons out, and then pluck your feathers out, and then stay in isolation till everything grows back. And then when that process is done, then the ego can live the next 30 years of its life. And that process in nature is called the rebirth.
If you're going to be a phoenix, you have to burn first. And I don't know if there's an end run around that burning process, because that is the process that, creates the new version of yourself. It's almost mandatory that one goes through their version of that.
That's why the phoenix is the symbol that it is, right? It's old and it deteriorates, it bursts into flame, and then it's reborn. It's like, well, do you want to be reborn? It's like, it's not the question. The question is, do you want to burst into flame? And the answer to that generally is no.
When you are in uncertainty, when you feel at risk, when you feel exposed, don't tap out. Stay brave, stay uncomfortable, stay in the cringy moment, stay brave.
Don't believe the crushing that you're in as if it is your final residence or place of abode. You may have to live there for a little while, but borrow it. Don't buy it, because you will rise again.
Trust me, I know where I'm at, and I've said it before. A person's character is not judged when they ride the wave of success, when everyone chants their name and you want to be their friend. No, your character is put to the test when your back is against the wall.
But then I get up, cry a little, dust myself off, and dive straight back into life, because the only way to push failure aside is to move ahead.
You're in the shit. You're in the shit, bro. What do you want me to do? You want me to hold your hand? You want a milk and cookie? You want a little snuggle? You want a baby bottle? You're in the shit, bro. What are you gonna do? Sit there and cry yourself to sleep? No, you just keep going. The only way out's through, right?
The thought of going to zero, having all of you judge me as, see, he wasn't as good as you thought, and then rising back like a phoenix and sticking it in your fucking face excites the shit out of me.
You are born worthy. You are born with that sort of seed, DNA seed, that tells you that you can transform your life.
Some of you are not successful because every single time you run up against a trial, every time you run up against a tribulation, you stop and you cut off beast mode. And what I'm here to tell you is, if you tell that thing, I'm here just like you here, and I promise you, I ain't leaving without the degree. I will not leave without that goal. I will not leave without that dream.
That life is not just mourning. Life is not just sunshine. Life is not just brightness. Life is not just the glimmer and the glitter and the glory of noon and morning, but life has night seasons. The days when skies are filled with darkness and blackness and no stars are twinkling and the moon is not giving its pale light to the galaxy. Life has morning and life has night.
It's when you stay flat back, you get into it and you buy into the disparity of it all. That's when you're screwed. You get up and you keep going, you're gonna find purpose again. You're gonna find a sense of self again. Everybody's been there at one time or another, one degree or another. But it's like, we get hit hard, we get back up again.